The Backstage Rage is pretty great. This is the ninth episode of the first season of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? And while the show is very nostalgic for me, I don't remember this specific episode. It didn't bring back any specific memories, but I still really thoroughly enjoyed it. Scooby and Shaggy find a violin case that's full of money, and they believe it to be counterfeit. But then somebody takes the violin from them, and it's this really great scene where Scooby is distracted right at the beginning by this dog. But the dog's not exactly what one would expect. And I love the design of the dog. I think it looks brilliant. And the gang decide to try and track down this counterfeit money or suspected counterfeit money in this violin case. And it leads them to this theatre where there are a lot of puppets. And I won't say any more about the specifics of the narrative, but I will say that I'm slightly scared of puppets. I'm not phobic of them. I can be around them, but definitely I think puppets have a very eerie quality to them sometimes, and some of my favorite horror films are based on puppets, and this definitely worked for me as a creepy narrative. I think it really appealed to me, and I think they made really good use of it. The theater setting was brilliant. It meant we had a lot of environment to explore, a lot of different rooms and corridors and very mysterious, unpredictable areas, and I think that worked really well as well. So for me, the setting was great, the subject was great. I don't really care about the counterfeit money aspect. That part of it wasn't that interesting, but the puppet aspect and the theatre I really enjoyed. I also worked out, well, I kind of worked out who was responsible, but I didn't work out why or even how. So I worked out part of it, but I didn't solve the full mystery. And I like that. I like it when I can kind of work out bits and pieces, but I don't fully grasp everything until it's revealed at the end. So for me, that was a really well written, engaging narrative that didn't give away too much too soon. All things considered, it's a really good narrative, very well animated, of course. I particularly liked the costumes when Shaggy and Scooby were in a room with loads of different masks and cloaks and things. I thought that was very well done. I really enjoyed it. The Backstage Rage may not have given me any specific nostalgia, but obviously the characters, the animation style, that's all very nostalgic for me. And watching it now, I thought the narrative was good fun, creepy when it needed to be, definitely very engaging. Very well written, great pacing, no complaints from me at all. Nothing about this that I think should have been done differently. The Backstage Rage is a pretty decent episode.